Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Happy Freaky Friday. Hope everybody's doing really, really well. So you got a temperature? He's like hiding from you.
No, but it feels hot to me. I think this is
Anyway, hello, everybody. Super stoked as usual. Things are going very, very well. The people that love us and are working for us around the clock are kicking it. And as we can see, we're starting to see the best of the best, right? You can't beat that. Um, Everything's being fine tuned. I was on yesterday, plays a video. You know what? It's the best. I've never been in a platform where they play video and it's that clear. Never. And all the sound effects, the background, the themes that you can change, the teleprompter, you can do the ticker tape going across the bottom. Unbelievable. Anyway, I just want to let everybody know, and this is fact, they work, and there's only 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day that they're not working. And this happens 24/7. Okay? That buildings were bought and paid for. Uh, 2 floors in the Burj Khalifa, name on a landmark in one of the most visited or traveled train stations in the world. Um, State of the art products built from scratch with AI. Uh, Top professionals in the world working for us daily, all over the world, hundreds, into probably into the thousands now. And all of this, I'm going to say it, hard as it is to say, for $97. We never paid another dime. We were never asked to pay another dime. If anybody ever wanted money back, they could get it. Let me tell you something that is amazing. I would never, ever look. When I first got online, I thought everything was just above board. Everybody, you could find a business really quick, work it for years and years and years, build some money, and you're done. How naive was I? And then 15 years later, when I was about to give up, and I don't give up, I just didn't know what else to do. Here's ONPASSIVE. And I see what it is. I see 1% of what it is. And everybody's name that I call out from the last 2, 3, 4 years can live a dream that they can live a life they only dreamed of. I believe that with all my heart. Can shine like the sun using ONPASSIVE. I think this platform, if you take your imagination, and I don't give a rat's behind how old you are. I don't care if you're tall, small, skinny, so white you can see through it, blacker than black, yellow, pink, red, ugly, freckled, red hair, no hair. This business is the most above board, looking for anybody with a good heart can blow this thing off the map. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And why would that be? Because it was designed from the very day it was thought of, built with heart for people who have not, for people that in most cases would never have a chance like this. That, my friends, blows me away. Blows me away. I was on a lot of webinars. Oh my gosh. 10 hours, 12 hours yesterday, about the same before. They are working on things. By the way, very soon, could like within hours, let's remember something very, very important. What we're using, without a doubt, is far superior to our equipment at home. So, like Mr. Mufara said, when we can, and we start building some apples, take some of them and upgrade so you can see the full masterpiece that ONPASSIVE really is. Because you know how it is, we see it 1%, and then what we do see, I think it's through a Coke bottle. It's not 100%. The clarity, the sound, and guess what? That's coming. And on top of that, to enhance everything that we're doing so far, to enhance this gift that we were given, equipment's going to be made, custom equipment for the very product that we are part of, so that we'll be able to buy products, physical products that we can add to our machine and get new machines to really experience ONPASSIVE like it should be. And by the way, if anyone purchases these products in your ONPASSIVE business, you will get paid a commission. In fact, you will receive money when you buy it from yourself, and so will your team. It's amazing, guys. And when you see just the glimmer of what they're showing us, or what we're being offered, and it's got to shake you up. It's got to tell you. I mean, I can't wait to get this big curved screen in an office with a nice chair, jump in it, check out what I'm doing, set it all up, do what I want to do, and 35 minutes later, go live my life. I mean, that's amazing. That's what it's for. It's going to buy us back time. And not just time, time where you can live. It's different between, oh, I got time, I can do what I want. A lot of people have time, but they don't have any of the resources to be able to do anything. What good is it to have the time if you can't afford to pay for gas to even go somewhere? Wouldn't it be nice to go on a trip and not worry about, man, how many trips did I take with my family, and while we're driving, we had a packed lunch. We had a cooler in the back seat. Some of you are laughing. You know what I'm talking about. Don't even try it. Especially when I had all four of my children by the time I was 31. Yeah, we did a lot of traveling. Dad, I'm hungry. Grab a freaking bologna sandwich. All right. Dad, I'm thirsty. All right. Or crack open something in the back seat. But they were good memories too. But I would I think it'd be a great feeling to be able to do, or if you need something, be able to get it. I'm not money hungry, not at all. But I believe many, many people, and I've said this before in life, years are taken off their life because of stress. And it's usually the stress of money. Every year things are going up in price, and not a whole lot of people get more income. And I'll tell you what, every time I have a bad day, or I think I did, I always remind myself, billions have it worse, without a doubt. There's billions of people that would trade with me on my worst day. And now ONPASSIVE, because of the way it's designed, it's going to take care of them first, right? It's going to take care of them first. Obviously, we're all going to get whatever's coming at the same rate. But you know what? $50 to me and $50 to that poor young man or young woman in Africa or Papua New Guinea. It's a lot more powerful, isn't it? Because old coin don't care where it goes. And I always hear people, I hear people saying it again. They look at other people and say, oh, they're lucky, they're this, they're that. And I don't know everything. And I think people focus on all the names they see, O Connect, O Trim, and they've never used the trim shortener before. They never used even a web conference room before, like Zoom. Think about this for a minute. Most of the time, we had Zoom for 3 years. Handful of people ran them, and everybody else went to them to watch them. And now everybody's given not a Zoom, but a platform that nobody's ever had, state of the art, buttons all over the bottom, will do anything you want it to do, and they're nervous. But I want to tell you, if you get in, I made a video. It's in updates. How to subscribe and create an O Connect from A to Z. If you take your time, it'll work. I did it. I took my time, and if you use it, it will work for you. To be able to have that, and then go, to be able to get your family on or they're going to be impressed. Because for me, my whole family could go on the panel, right? Easy. And for them to be able to see it, and you make them co-host and push all the buttons and the sound effects and timers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's very addictive, very, very addictive. And then we get used to it, and you have somebody, you might be somewhere talking to somebody, and the more freedom you have, the more choices you have, the more you're going to travel, the more you're going to meet people, and conversations will come up. I got a conference call, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to try to get to people. Next thing you know, I have a conference call that's just unlimited. It does everything. You can put a teleprompter. It has, if you want to upload it, you could do, 1 point lecture. You could do lectures. You videotape, invite as many people as you want. Listen, it's not going to take long, and they're gonna check it out. And then if you say, oh, you can look at it free. I mean, there's no obligation. You don't want to use it, don't use it. I'm telling you this. I'm going to say this out. This is how bold I'm going to be. If anybody on the planet uses a video conferencing platform, I don't care what one it is, there's like the top 10. I've seen them all. If anyone uses any one of those, including business, including news channels and all that, and they look at ONPASSIVE O Connect, they're going to get it. Now, can anybody say that about their business? Could Zoom say that? No, they can't. Well, they might like this one better. They might. I guarantee, and I'm saying to anybody that's watching this, if you use a conference video platform right now, I don't care what it is, you come into ONPASSIVE and you try this one, you'll get it. And I believe that's for everything we have. I know people have trackers. I know people have trim shorteners. I use them. 20 years I used trim shorteners, or at least 15. Nothing does what ours does. Nothing. We sat the other night on a webinar from O Connect. Ash was on, and he's taking notes of stuff we're saying. Why? To enhance it. It never, ever stops. What thing do you know that you bought or you purchased in your lifetime? In your lifetime, some of you guys as old as me or older, that you purchased something in your lifetime that it gets better and better and better and better every month or every couple weeks, and you're not paying any more money. Come on, tell me. It's just fact, absolutely fact. So I want to say again, if any of you are having trouble migrating, I have a video. I have a whole page that tells you how to migrate, how to check if you did it right, how to adjust it if you did it wrong, how to do a QR code, how to set up, subscribe, and set up OConnect. And I set it up for my pea brain, and I know that if I can understand what I did, anybody in the planet can understand it. I'm not kidding. And I'm telling you right now, there's many of you, not compared to all how big the company is, but there's many people that are signed up into ONPASSIVE that are not, I'm going to say it, are not signed up as a founder in OES. They are signed up as customers. I'm just going to say it. And if you take the page that I made, I did it on purpose, you can check to say, holy cow, I didn't even realize it. You know how many times I hear that? Daily. And I know people are struggling with OConnect. And I'll tell you what, OConnect is very, very technical, but it's the easiest thing I've ever done. Everything in ONPASSIVE is going to be super easy. They spent the time to look at it and to work with it as somebody with zero experience. You just got to take your time. By the way, again, I want to say, if you go in and you go into the back office of OES, not only, well, if you go into Founders in updates, I got a video there that explains a lot. I've got the page I can give you. Also, I've got a list of everybody between many of us that did not migrate or did not claim their accounts. It takes 2 seconds to go check the list. If you're on it, that means that account is just floated and nobody did anything with it. Okay, everything's there. People just take the time to go look. I did it so it could help people. Anyway, if you go in the back office, let me see. Log into your back office of OES. Uh-oh, they're working on it. It's not going in. That's a good sign, by the way. Anyway, when you go in, you click on your name, you drop it down, and it says manuals. You click on that. It has every product that we have right now with a PDF that you can download. And it'll walk you through like romper room. You don't need any special skills. Trust me. Very, very simple. They did everything super simple. Another thing I want to point out, read the thing going across at the bottom. Oh, I hate that color. Doesn't show up that well. Let me see if I can change it to, I think that's better. Yeah, I like that better. Anyway, big event tomorrow. Burj Khalifa first. All the times and everything will be in the back office. I believe it will start, well, it used to start at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time, or Daylight Time. And we had the time change, and I could have swore, and then it started at 11. We'll find out, though. So Burj Khalifa is going to be on ONPASSIVE YouTube channel. Anyone can go. I would recommend you tell your family to go. I'm sending an email to all my family. Be there and watch what happens tomorrow live. And all my family are founders. Then I'm going to tell them, go to here and come into the webinar and watch what Ask Before has to say about the bomb he's going to drop tomorrow. If your family's founders, they should do it. And if they're not, get them in as a free version, because everybody should go listen. Because when people start to hear what this is really about, it's lights out. Trust me. So, and tomorrow's going to be big, big news. Big, big news. And I know you're thinking, how can it be any bigger than what we've had? It is. Everything's bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't get it. Like I said, first year I knew 10%. Second year I knew 5%. Third year, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know squat now. Complete freaking embryo. I know nothing. More time goes by, I realize I don't know anything. But I'll tell you what, whatever percentage I know, as small as it might be, it is overwhelming to me what it's going to do. And I feel in my heart what it's going to do for everybody is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So anyway, if there's Oak Connects going on, me and Chris teamed up and jumped from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. It doesn't seem to be everything that's going right now is perfect. They're just for like small little adjustments. Because once you're, I don't know how many thousands and thousands and who knows of webinars that were going on at the same time. That's amazing, guys. In what, a couple of weeks? From none to one to thousands? Every second somebody's doing, every second somebody's logging in, every second somebody's doing emojis, every second somebody's asking a question. And I want to emphasize something again that I've said a long, long time, and I've said it 1,000 times. For all of you that are worried that I'm never going to understand these products, I'm never going to know these products, I don't get it, I don't use them, I'm older, I'm nervous because I thought I didn't have to know. I'm going to say this again. Learn what you can because it's good for the noggin. But you don't need to be a master of anything. Work on owning it, which means when you can, you buy the products. Don't let anything go by. You should buy it. You should own the product. Why? Whatever you own, if somebody purchased in your ONPASSIVE business, you're going to get a commission. And I want to try to tell you, and I said this before, Ash brought it up the other day, one of the richest people in the United States is the sisters of Sam Walton. Sam Walton, as you know, was the owner of Walmart. I can guarantee, pretty darn sure, that Mrs. Walton does not shop at Walmart. But I guarantee also she doesn't care. It doesn't bother her in the least of picking up a few nickels every time somebody walks by the cash register worldwide. I'm going to say this. When Sam Walton started, it was one store, couple cash registers. How many stores are there now? How many cash registers at each store? Think about that. Think about Amazon. Jeff Bezos started in, I think, an attic with selling used books. Used books. Think about now. The most traveled vehicle on our street is Amazon. Without a doubt, that and the school bus. Every time that truck walks up to a place and drops a package, ching ching in the piggy bank of Mr. Jeff Bezos. Does he know what the person's getting? Does he care? Who cares? Are you going to know all the products that Mr. Mufara makes and his dream team and all these people in these labs? You guys know about the labs. The labs are people, and I'm not talking about a lab that's mixing chemicals around. It's a lab where they mix brains around and thoughts, and they throw them up on a board, or they bring up ideas, and when the idea comes out, they work on it. And if it makes sense, and they send it to Mr. Mufara, he goes, "We gotta have it," and that's what they do. And then he said, "We're going to make the platform so that not only you give us an idea, we'll mix the ingredients to make your idea come to life. You don't have to have all the intricate pieces. If the idea sounds good, they'll mix it up. They'll put what needs to the Lincoln logs or the other connections to make it happen. He's gonna wake up the mind of man and woman. I'm telling you, and we all had that. Talking to Mike Ellis the other day, you look at some of these young kids, Ashton Farrell's sons, above average, way above average. You can tell when they talk, how they move, their expressions. You know why? When the little kids between 2 and whatever it is, 7, they're like a sponge. You give them the information, they can suck it up. They don't question things. They suck it up. And if they like it, they suck it up even faster. What's the difference between a young boy like Ash's son and other boys? The opportunity, the choice. Our grandchildren, we've had them all just since they were little. Shorty since he was born. And Dawn did schooling downstairs when he was 2 and 3. Was teaching him his ABCs, teaching him how to write, teaching him how to color. Now what do we get? And he goes to school and the teacher writes home and goes, he's like the assistant teacher. He enjoys it. He wants to learn. And let's remember something. This goes for us too. People or children don't want to learn when they don't understand how to learn and that they can. If that valve's opened up and that sponge there's no blocker in the beginning, it makes it so much easier as they get older because it's expected. I can do that. I can do that. I could do that. And then they open their mind. I can do that. It's not arrogancy. It's freedom. And some little boy that, because of a product of his environment, and because he's one of the have-nots, he doesn't get that opportunity. His parents didn't. Their parents didn't. The opportunity now is called ONPASSIVE. And I know people think, Marty, it's just digital products. What the freak are you talking about? No, it's not. ONPASSIVE is not just digital products. And I tell you what, knock down that little wall, that idiot that's holding all negative, and you'll find out what I mean. Because I don't see it. I see a little more. Do I see everything? No. But potential? Next time on a webinar, you bring up something that you love, and I'll tell you how to blow it off the map. I guarantee it. No joke. Using ONPASSIVE. With what they have now, I don't know what's going to happen later. And there's some people on ONPASSIVE that get it. Homeschooling, as soon as possible. My kids, my great grandkids, will be going to school online through Academy. Why? I know it. I'm already there. I remember Mike, myself, and Dan would do three-way calls, and we're talking to people that are in society, I guess, are considered really well-to-do or successful. And the guy that's setting up the call is scared to death. Marty, this guy's. I said, look, I don't want to know who the guy is. No. You need to know. He's real. So I'm telling you, don't tell me that. I'd like to know if it's a man or a woman and what their name is, but I don't want to know about them. Why? Because I don't want a preconception of what they are or what they think they are or what. Because I don't want to act different. I want to talk to them like I would you. Yeah, but they're not going to fall. I'm not. I don't want them to fall for anything. But I also don't want to treat them different because I know something. I don't want to know. And we got done. The person got in, whatever business it was. The guy called and said, "Oh my God, it was amazing. He didn't even ask you the same questions he asked me." Like what? And he said, "How much do you make?" Kind of personal things. And I go, and he said, "I don't get it. Why didn't he ask you?" And I said, "Because I didn't want him to." Well, that makes sense. Yes, it does. You control the conversation. I'm not talking about fake it till you make it, but walk where you want to be. Think where you want to be. Don't think of your present situation. Don't judge everything in life of where you are today, Friday the 28th. I talk and think and breathe and walk and everything where I want to go. Matthew McConaughey did a speech one time. I thought it was great. And they asked him, "What who do you chase in life? Who do you want to be like?" And you know what he said? "I want to be like me in 10 years." So I chased me 10 years from now. And he goes, "I know I'll never catch me, but that's okay." And think about it. Just, I don't want to be like anybody else. I know if the potential's there to keep moving ahead. It's never, and it's not about money. It's not, but the opportunity. And I want to see people like Shirley Dotson and Karina Lance, Don Parker, Frank Rowe, Mata, Gemma, Casey Zemenbergen, Pretty Hendry, Mercy Ann. It's there. And I realized that life had a wall. I, the pig story. The electric fence was there for those pigs ever since they were piglets. And they touched it once or twice and they never did it again. They remembered, this is where I belong. This is exactly where I belong. I can't go there. And when we took down the fence and said, go ahead, you can go, they didn't believe it. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. I got pigs running 35 miles an hour and went right at that freaking line where the fence was. As soon as I ran up on them, they ran back through my legs, around me. It was like a freaking cartoon. I'm chasing freaking pigs going the other way. And they knew they were going to do that, but I never thought about it. But I never forgot it. So now when I see people and I hear words coming out of their mouths, people that lived yesterday, if you're living yesterday or you're living from history, well, this is what way it's always been. It's the way it's always going to be. That's bull crap. I almost said something bad. That's bull crap. The way it's going to be is the way you say it's going to be, unless God says no. And I don't see that happening that much. It's going to be the way you want it to be. The only difference is we never had the platform to be able to do that. I could never go out in the ocean and travel the world because I never had ONPASSIVE the aircraft carrier. I do now. So anyway, I don't want to keep preaching. Everybody, the platform is yours. It's your business. Whatever I get, you get. Whatever we have, you have. If you don't know, doesn't matter. It's still part of your store. It's still part of you. Burgess has everything I do, guaranteed. Everything. Michael Kloss has the key to the same kingdom on passive as I do. Mr. Rashid has everything that I have. Robert Tantilo, we all have the same thing. And you may not use it all. You may not even need it all. So what? Mrs. Walton doesn't either. And she don't care. The Mars family. Mars chocolate, right? One of the richest families in the world. Some of the Mars people don't even eat their own candy. But they have no problems taking a couple dimes from each one. And that's where we're at. That's what we can do. And once you know that, and by the way, if you walk and breathe and live on passive, or at least the opportunity of on passive, it'll rub off on your children, your friends, your family, everyone. Everyone. And people will say, I want to be around that Marcy M. Why? I don't know. She got something I want. I'm not kidding. It won't even be a word because there is no word for it. Deborah Long, same thing. They're gonna go, man. Hey, is she cool, man? She's got I can't even think of words. Frank Rell. No, I don't know. Yeah, he's really happy with what's going on. What is it? I don't know. I'm gonna go find out. People want to know. People aren't happy. They're in a freaking canoe. Why, when you could be on the biggest ship in the ocean, which is on passive. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. I think I had a reason to talk, and I lost every bit of it. Anyway, I'm going to give let me see something. Almost 400 people here today. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Anyway, there'll be different O-Connects. I want you to know that every day, every minute is going to be better than the next, than the last. That goes for you. That goes for your life. That goes for ONPASSIVE. That goes for O-Connect. That goes for everything in your life. If you're an ONPASSIVE and you have 20/20 heart vision, it's a new one. Every day is going to get better and better and better. And if you're going through bad times, it's temporary. You're going through bad times and I'm passive. You have a big advantage. A lot of people going through bad times, but they're not non-passive. So anyway, I hope I make sense, but that's how I feel. And if you're listening to me, you know that by now. Anyway, I'm going to do some shout outs. If anybody has any questions while I'm doing shout outs, I'll try to answer them. Frank Rowe, boom, baby. I got Frank's hat on. Is that cool? Marty, you're going with cool zone. I keep promising to wear it, and I didn't. My buddy Tom Parker's in the house. Gifty, hello. MD Bipool, I can't even say it. I want everybody to keep the company, Mr. Mafara, the tech team, the dream team, the team, whatever's going on tomorrow. They need your prayer, because anything this good, there's a whole lot of bad against it. You guys know that. It's just the way life is. Mary Ann Billet, thank you. I think that's the first time I've seen you here. And if it is, if you were here before, I apologize. If you weren't, either way, welcome and thanks for being here. Serin Sultana, Awel Farhan. I think I'm getting better at saying these names. Anita, hello. Gina Oliva. I keep thinking, Oliva. Chris says that every time. Amel Fittier. Casey Zevenbergen. Frank Rowe, another hat man. Not as bad as the Mad Hatter. Oh my God! Every time I see him, he's got a new hat. Oh, somebody sent me a super sticker. Richard Lamott. All right, buddy. Love you from the bottom of my heart. He's said that since he's been in ONPASSIVE. I think he's been in longer than I have. Thank you, sir. Mr. Rashik Bekwana. Motivational. Good night. Oh, thank you. Jerry Nix. Love to see young people learn. And what I have always said, I am told to know everything. I'm too old to know everything. We never learn it all, but it's fun in the process, right? Armid, um, Hodge, I never know how to say your name, Armand. Anyway, hello, I'm glad you could make it. Wendell, what right? Karina Lance is in the house. Gopel Studio Shorts. Perfect. Robert Oakes, Eric Kessler, the one and only Marcian is in the house. I see a lot of potential with them. Oh yeah, mind blowing. Yeah, I know you do. That's why you're a dancing maniac. Robert Tentella, what's up? My brother Don Parker, Casey Zevenbergen, C-Knob. Thank you for being here. Jala Kamar, thank you. Mr. Rashik, welcome. Sudipta Benet, MD Abdullah, George Luca Kamwa, welcome. Say some prayers for my families too. We're working with, as you know, Jaden. He's had some issues. Keeps Dawn very busy. By the way, Dawn was super sick yesterday, and she goes down. The Degarmo house crumbles. She is now back up and moving around. Not 100%. 90? 75. But her at 75 is butt kicking. What else we have? Philippe, LNB, Yin Yang 44.4. What's happening? I'm getting all kinds of calls right now. Pretty Hendry, hello. Listra's in the house. Donovan Guborg, welcome. Hello, Donovan. That's a cool name. Still getting slammed. Cynthia Deering, Robert Oakes, Cynthia Deering again. Roblin live, 8 o'clock. We know that. The Variety Hour. Bartholomew Roots, Yvonne Finn. I'm going up. There's the Mad Hatter, Mr. QR Code. He made me a hat, Mr. QR Code. I love it. Oh, somebody sent me a super sticker. Armand, thank you, sir. I'll try to say your name right. Thank you for the super sticker. I mean that. Frank, my buddy Frank from Heroes. What's happening? Eric Kessler, been here forever. Thank you, sir. The 3 hugs. Oh, that's pretty cool. Denise Amin, Kevin Liu, Wisdom Siam, Wisdom Siam. What a name. Kevin Liu, I said hello already. Gina Leva, hello, Rob Lynn. Rob Lynn at 8, you know that. L&B, where we at? Casey, I said hello. Charity Manacle. Just hold on. Pam Stanvich. Michael Kloss. Yvonne Mundy. Hello, Yvonne. Glad you could make it. Am I cooking with grease here? Adrian Andrews. Hello. Yvonne Finn. Hello, Yvonne. Are we free enough? Not yet. Virginia. Robert Oakes. Gemma Listra's in the house. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Let's have fun next few days. Tomorrow, tomorrow's a big day. I might do a live early. Want me to do a live early? I'll do a live early if you want. Anyway, I'll see you all and God bless.